Horror games are awesome. They give away that feeling of uncertainty, not knowing what's lurking behind the corners, and when you least expect it, it gives you a scare of a lifetime. Here's the thing though, I hate horror games. Not in the sense that they suck or whatever, I hate horror games because I'm a big fat wuss.
Oh god! Oh my god!
Now we all know that I'm too scared to play any horror games, and playing one, let alone making one, is a pretty dumb idea. You see where this is going. So basically, due to me not having any experience in horror games, I have no idea what the frick I'm doing. The only horror game I've ever played is Super Mario 64, and this is going to be a problem. So I reached out to my friend Mystery who knows a lot more horror than I do.
Answer, motherfricker. Come on, pick up the freaking call! Thank you. What the frick? So, I'm gonna need some help from like a game I'm working on.
What kind of game are you working on?
A horror game.
A horror game? Ooh, I have a specialty in writing horror games. What do you need?
A mascot horror.
So Mystery came up with the concept of a top-down radar game where you're only equipped with a Polaroid. So I booted up Godot and got to work. So, like any other game, I started with the movement. But I'm lazy, so I'm just gonna copy and paste this for a sec, and we're done. The other thing that I noticed in the concept is the flashlight that the player emits. So I slapped in a light thingamajig and a light occluder, which, you're not gonna believe this, occludes light. Whoa! Your mind must be blown right now! The camera. The camera basically checks what's in front of the player, and whatever is in front of it appears in the photo. It's a pretty simple idea to code. Problem is, the game is 2D, which means that in order to be immersed into the gameplay, Mystery has to draw every single iteration. To fix this problem, I made it so that you can only look in 4 directions, which seems like a downgrade, but hey, give me a break. So here's the camera in action. What the f?
This is my first time reaction as well. Yo!
Oh, let's go!
This game now looks fine and stuff, and just like that, we got the basic stuff all good to go. Now, we need to work on the other mechanics. First off, we need an objective for the blue balls. Otherwise, the game is dog crap. There are 2 objectives currently, so that's repairing generators and refueling generators. I'm not gonna lie, I think this game has something to do with generators. So I started laying out the map design that Mystery made and drew a couple tiles in Sprite, and yeah. It's looking fine so far. Now we have to make the generators. So after a bit of coding, I did this. Get ready to have your minds blown for the best sprite and that's crap. Man, gosh darn it. It's literally just a square. Wait a minute, but I got other things to worry about, like the new camera system, since you're able to take pictures of objects as well. Want to see what the code looks like? Bam! Yep. Might have costed my sanity and will to live, but yep, it is totally worth it. I even revamped the camera animations to give out that ominous feel. Ooh. Now the thing that most horror games have is a scary atmosphere, and this game is just as scary as a FNAF minigame as you can see here. Man, this is dog crap. Since we're playing in the point of view of a radar, I want to give off the feeling that you're looking through the screen of a radar. So I acquired code from an unconsenting individual for an infinite duration, and this is what I got so far. Yup, that's a killer. His name is Mingleborg. Too bad he ain't gonna be in the game though. He's just a test dummy, so bippity boppity boop. I then added lockers to make the player hide from the killer. There's just one catch. Pretty creepy, right? It's also time to revamp the generator sprites. I don't think I can even call these sprites at all. So it's time to just throw away this crappy Atari-looking square thing and replace it with an actual sprite, which is made by my good friend Mystery. And yeah, it looks pretty cool. I also added some sound design for the generators when you complete them, but I think I made the generators a tiny bit too loud. So remember Minglebarf, we're gonna need another killer. So looking at Mystery's concept for the killers, I'm gonna add the Sly since he's pretty much the average Joe of the game. Wanna see him? Yeah, he seems pretty approachable, so we got a killer. The thing is, he's a dumbass. He's pretty much all bark and no bite at the moment. Now, this is the part where I should code in the AI for the slide to move around, but the thing is, not only that he's a dumbass, but I'm also a dumbass. And I then learned that in order to make an AI, people use these things called state machines. What are state machines, you may ask? I don't freaking know. All I know is bibbidi bobbidi boop, it makes a virtual idiot smarter. After a bunch of incoherent key presses, I managed to make the AI work. AI. I would show the process of how the AI behaves, but you guys would just exploit the heck out of this AI, so I'm not gonna tell you. But what I can show you are these moments of the killer being extremely high on NyQuil. What a f***ing idiot. Now that we have the AI in place, it's now time for the jump scares. Now the thing about jump scares is that so I worked on the animations for the jump scare, and again, following Mystery's concept for the animations. And yeah, I'd say the jump scares are pretty scary. Moving on, I added new additional floors to the map, and I added a big fat generator. What does it do? It generates big fat. The objective of having the big generators is by refueling it, since it's out of fuel and a bunch of fuel is scattered around. I also coded an inventory system because we all need bottomless pockets to store our fuel in, and I'm planning to add other items for utility crap. So after a bit of polishing, this is what the game looks like so far. It's still in the works, so you can't really play it at the moment, and I want to get this video out before Halloween, so I'm gonna make a part 2 at some point. In the meantime, comment some of your ideas in the game. Who knows, there might be an idea I really like, and just straight up add it without letting Mystery know, don't tell him. So go subscribe to Mystery, go follow my Instagram, my Newgrounds, my Blue Sky, because Twitter is dead at this point. Thank you for watching, and forgo.